I think with this match, I mean, on the agency side, we do have Victory and Fear itself, right? The return of those two players alone, such consistent players, and you have the X Factors and Ninja and Hysteria. They can go off at any time. But, you know, Optic Gaming, of course, so solid on the other side. We've seen what they're able to do in Halo 2 Anniversary. I don't expect Flamesword to have any trouble getting, getting everything under his belt right away. So I got to go with Optic 2-1 on this series. That's worth mentioning now that each of these series right here is an abbreviated format. It's going to be best of 3 throughout the entire tournament with a double elimination as well as a best of 5 finals. Of course, once again, the prize pool is $50,000 with first place taking home $20,000.
Yep, and you have the first game, Game 1, is actually going to be 5 Flag CTF on Warlord, followed by Team Slayer on Lockdown, and then King of the Hill on Warlord for game number 3 if necessary. And Pistola, well, he's good. He's checking his pulse. You know, I don't know. Either that, he's going to be that guy that I got to highlight going into this restart, just because I know that Snipe Down, he lit it up at PAX, and he actually gave me a lot of crap about not following him a couple times. So I want to make sure that I'm giving Snipe Down as much love as possible because I don't want him to be mad at me again. But alternatively, on the other side for, you know, the agency, you mentioned before for Optic, it's more of the same, and I think it just needs to be that. They were up 2-1, so we'll see how that works. And it seems like the action is beginning, so let's go ahead and hop right into it and kick it off with Optic Gaming Snipe Down, as he's going to find a couple players here on the engagement, getting that first strike, but he will get cleaned up immediately by Hysteria.
And now we'll go over to Fear itself, who was able to pick up a quick kill right there and immediately into the enemy team flag here. A great start from the agency as they both push in now, trying to pick up this extra kill as 2 players right there around the grenade area.
Yeah, Fear itself trying to stay alive here. That actually is Hysteria trying to stay alive. And it seems like we were told the score has been reset, so we're starting at 0-0 again. But the flag is being pulled by Fear itself. He's trying to make his way forward, but Snipe Down is going to be there for the stop, or next to him, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, that's actually Victory X's screen right there. We'll get that switch right there with players 2 and 3, but we'll go ahead and switch things over to that first POV right now, which is going to be Ninja.
Yeah, that's right. Ninja looking around as he's going to put down a couple shots off the respawn. Let's see what's going to happen. The flag right in front as Ninja's going to try and go for that touch. And nope, never mind. His teammate's going to be there for it, so that's going to be a good start for them. But look at that pressure, though. Ninja's going to have to back away.
Yep, he's going to have to stay alive here right there. And now we'll go ahead and switch back over to Snipe Down. We'll see what he's up to off the respawn.
And Snipe Down through the teleporter, looking around. And again, this is kind of the position that Pistola was in numerous times, kind of just waiting to see if he could make that move. He's going to be right underneath red base, finding one. That's going to be an assist for him as Flamesword's going to get the kill there on Victory. And Snipe Down continuing to push forward. This could be a cap for them as the players are going to be spawning over by yellow. You can see their Victory right off of it as he's going to have to back away.
Yeah, like we said, these players have done quite well in this match so far, and a lot of that has to do with the awareness that they've got from playing this game type, of course, back 10 years ago when Halo 2, they know exactly what to do on this map, because in the anniversary version, the strategies are very, very similar. So now Optic bringing this flag in now, and he actually misses a flag cap, grabs it right there, and Snipe Down able to bring that flag in. Let's go ahead and switch over to Pistola, who just got the camo.
If he was not able to cap that flag, I mean, it was pretty dangerous territory there. Pistola, though, is going to get washed right at the top mid immediately as Red is going to take control of that. Fear itself has this flag. He's trying to push forward. Let's see if he could do it, as he's going to have to drop back. Actually, it's Victory X.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead. We apologize for the graphics right here on this red team on the agency are incorrect. We'll get that switched in the back right now. But right now, I believe this is Hysteria, who's now trying to run this flag up.
That's right. Ace now on the other side. He's looking to get that return, and he does so. Player's going to be right there, but he is going to have his teammate for support. And Ace looking over at the red base, trying to see when is he going to make his move. What's the ideal situation?
You know what I love about the way the Ace is playing, Golden Boy, is that so often he slows things down, right? He doesn't have to be pushing at all times. You can slow things down, even though Warlord is a close quarters map. There's no reason you can't slow things down. Make sure you understand exactly where the enemy team is spawning and where your teammates are, and then make a coordinated push. And we've seen that a few times from Optic Halo.
Yeah, Fear itself couldn't stay alive there. He got double teamed. Ace will be there to be able to pick off one. There's going to be a player in that crevice, though, as Ace has to drop back. But look over there, just Red is just trapped in their base at this time. Pistola's pushing up. Ninja's able to get the kill, though. Ace gets taken out. And this is not good for Optic Gaming, as the agency managed to stop that attack.
Yeah, I got to say, amazing job there. there by Ninja, staying alive in his own base, making sure he wasn't taken out. Forces Ace to push all the way in to try to finish the kill. He's unable to do so. Ace now challenging Ninja again. Nice job staying alive. Going to try to finish this kill, but does make it out. But he has a teammate there as they're now huddled in the bottom middle. So nice map control right now from the agency, pinning Optic in the bottom middle of the map. Yeah,
they're actually trying to force their way over by Red, and they might be able to get 1 or 2 kills here, but it's going to be about that player who's going to make their way up top for Optic Gaming and get that kind of control, because that right now has been a struggle for them. Optic Gaming were able to capitalize early, get that first capture, but since then, you could definitely tell that the map control that they had at the beginning was just not here at all. So this is going to be very interesting. Ace with that shot, he shot the body.
The first time we've seen the shotgun busted out in this series, so we'll see if he can get a kill here. But it looks like they had grenades waiting for him, so he's going to try to stay alive with the shotgun, and that is not going to get happen. He does get taken out by Victory X. We'll go ahead and switch back over to the agency side.
Yeah, let's see what's going on with Victory as he's going to push up, and that's going to be one player. He's going to be able to get that melee on Pistola. Looking down at the bottom, Victory just hanging around the blue flag and waiting for that opportunity to make the pull happen. It's going to be really important. He is going to be able to drop that down, and they're just waiting to see if they can bait Optic out with that flag. There's going to be one player actually on the blue plat. That's going to be Pistola. Pistola trying to stay alive.
Nice shot.
Headshot there. Victory. Is he going to be able to? No, he will not. Back over to Ace here for Optic Gaming as we have Ace looking and just and again, this has just been since that point, since the beginning, it has just been back and forth between them. No one has been really able to establish a control. Much different scenario than what we saw in that first start there, bro.
Yep, Ace now trying to get through the portal. Does nice job there, perfect timing getting the flag through the portal, but he does get taken out still. And right there, that flag is going to return there. So nice job from the agency. Also, the agency pulls that blue flag.
Yep, so the flag is going to be pulled here, and let's see what's going on with Ninja, who has the flag, but he's taking a lot of fire, though, as he's going to have to back away. The nades flying everywhere, and Ninja can't quite do it as he gets cleaned up. And let's see what's going on with the rest of his team, as he is actually going to be 2 down, 3 down right now. Victory was going to be the last person left.
So yeah, it was right there as he gets taken out. That was Fear itself getting taken out. So we'll switch over to Fear itself right here. Right there, we know that it says Victory on your screen. We apologize about that. We're kicking it off here, though, with Fear itself off this respawn. We'll see if his team can get right back in this match. They're only down by 1 flag, and they have 10 minutes left before sudden death. Of course, at the 15-minute mark, if the game is tied, we'll continue. However, if on that bottom right of your screen, if the clock does tick down to 15 and one team has the lead and the enemy team is not holding that flag, the game will end and we will not go to sudden death.
Yep, so let's jump over to Optic Gaming here and give some love to them, because Snipe Down is actually going to get cleaned up. Pistola now, he's trying to make some moves bottom mid, but he's just taking a lot of fire all over the place, finding actually his teammate Flamesword in a bit of a pickle there. He was able to pick off that player Fear itself, finding Ninja as well. Flamesword with the assist. That's going to be Ninja trapped in a corner there, and couldn't quite sneak his way out of that one. Pistola, though, looking to continue to push forward. The shotgun shot into the body. He's able to pick off one. That's going to be a second player there. Again, a hit marker and a brilliant bank there. If that player was actually pushing, he would have been able to get that.
And here's the top mid run, Golden Boy. This is a Warlock classic right here. The fastest route across the map. Also going to try to grab camo along the way. I like that decision. Right now they have a 1-0 lead. They don't need to force that flag cap up top. Instead, get the camo, get the map control, and here he is now. He can actually continue that run.
Yeah, so he's going to be able to reset that timer. Can Pistola do this? He's going to play this, and this is so smart, but he's not going to be able to stop that. Flag is going to be down as the agency tries to answer back. But needless to say, Optic Gaming is going to be there for the call, as they are going to be able to get the return. And that will be a kill, though, for Optic, as they're... Oh, never mind. He was actually trapped in a corner there, but a killing spree for Pistola.
And nice job for Pistola. Like I said, a very wise decision to grab the camo and not force that flag run. Instead, they still have map control, and Pistola's picking up several kills bottom middle, running around and controlling the map. A really nice job from him. Let's switch over to Ace right now, who's staying alive by the portal.
Yeah, he was able to pop those shields there with the shotgun. That was a smart play. Oh, man, Ace is in a world of hurt, though, as he's looking over by red flat, and he gets picked off as well. So, again, it's kind of just been a story of them neither team just not able to really establish any kind of control here, Rob.
Yeah, let's go over to Snipe Down right now, who's fighting from his plat. I want to see if he can stay alive with his team, but he does get taken out, and it looks like there's actually an enemy player on his flag. We'll go ahead and see who that is. Hysteria fighting now from his own flag and pushing out to top middle. So like we said, Golden Boy, Warlock, one of the fastest maps that y'all see in Halo Esports, right? Players dying constantly, and it's a always a battle of controlling those side bases. Right now you see Hysteria looking at yellow, getting those hit markers. They want to control those side bases at all times. If you're off the respawn in your own base and you see enemies up to your left and to the right, you know you're immediately in trouble.
Yeah, and Hysteria wants to get this, and thinks of this. Oh, he's actually going to be able to get, no, actually his teammate's going to be there for that one,
He's
but
taken out
still.
again. Unfortunately, Hysteria not able to do much with that camo just yet, but their team is doing quite well in this match. We'll see if they can climb back, only still down by 1 flag.
Yeah, we'll stay with Hysteria off the respawn here to see what he's going to do as he continues to push on forward. Finding Ace in front of him. He's going to get the backpack. No, won't register there. Is there's going to be another player there for Optic Gaming? Right in front. It's actually going to be 2, and he's going to get washed out.
That's right. He does get taken out, so go ahead and switch over to Pistola back on the Optic side. The flag is being ran through bottom middle, but he picks up that flag and trying to stay alive. Finds another, gets a double on Fear itself. A nice play. Finally taken out by Victory X if you want to switch over to Victory, who's trying to get that flag pull right now.
Yep. Oh, no.
And looks like a last-second flag reset from Flamesword. Let's go ahead and jump on board with him. We haven't seen too much from Flamesword throughout this tournament just yet. We'll see how he's playing. Of course, this is his first time captaining this Optic Gaming squad at this Halo tournament.
Yep, that's right. You know, Flamesword was not at PAX. Strongside took his place. So he has some big shoes to fill because Strongside had a heck of a tournament, but Flamesword definitely trying to do his absolute best to stay alive in that respawn there. But we'll stick with him once again and see what he's going to be bringing to the table. Meanwhile, his teammates get a lot of pressure over by the mid. Ace hanging out bottom mid. You have Pistola actually going over toward red, so this could actually lead to a pull, but they don't have that side base control like you mentioned before, Bravo.
Yeah, right now at yellow, Flamesword is in a good spot right now, and even when you hear that something like that, when you know your flag is out, if you're at the side base, you're in a good position to lock down map control. Looks like Hysteria does not know that that camo's up. Unfortunately, that might be a fault right there of the coach not letting the team know that camo is up now. 1-0, and Optic with the lead, and now map control as well as camo. The flag's coming up. Can he stop Ninja before the cap? Oh no, and Ninja caps that flag. Flamesword not able to stop it. We're tied 1-1.
That was so close. It could have swung either way there, Bravo. But Flamesword, I know that he's definitely beating himself up over that. But you got to jump over to the agency here and see what's going on with Hysteria as he's hanging out over by the minimum. Now, what is the significance of being able to hang out down here? I mean, you know, you get map control, but, you know, I guess people from the outside looking in will think maybe you want to get that top mid control. Why don't you kind of like break that down, bro?
Yeah, the one advantage right now as we switch over to Victory X, the one advantage of hanging out around the bottom middle is it does give you a lot of options that are typically out of the common lines of sight to flank into the enemy base. And if you're able to, you can kind of use the bottom middle route to sneak under the enemy's base and get up underneath and behind them. So typically you'll see players try to run that route only if they have support from the side bases.
Yep, and Victory is going to have to back up here. Unfortunately, that Lift has other plans as Ace is going to get taken out, or Victory is going to get taken out by Ace. And jumping over to Ninja here, let's see what's up with him as his teammate will be able to pick off one. That was going to be Fear itself, and Ninja having to run away from that, but
and what he might not know, Golden Boy, is from that new shotgun jump up, you can actually jump straight to top middle right there. So you see how he went to the plat and then went to top middle. You can actually do a crouch jump straight to top middle, which will save you some time. We'll see if players pull that off throughout the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, definitely some new additions here with Halo 2 Anniversary to help out with map flow. You'll see that throughout the weekend. Ninja off the respawn, not having a lot of luck. Fear or Hysteria also will be in a bad spot. We're just going to go over to Optic Gaming, see what's going on with them. Right now it's at 1-1, and we have some time until regulation ends. So if it does come to that, if it crosses the 15-minute mark, you know, the match will still continue until we get a cap.
That's right. If the score stays the same as it is right now, we will continue into sudden death period. Once the clock hits 15 minutes, we are in sudden death. However, should one of these two teams score and gain the lead, we will then switch.
Yep, that's right. It will be over at that time. So Ace off the respawn. We'll hang out with him one more time to see what's going on. Looking over by top mid as Pistola actually has the camo. This is going to be really interesting here. Because, wait a minute though, Ninja trying to run away with that flag, and Pistola was able to catch him. Can he go for the double? No, his teammate's going to be there for the stop, but he will get cleaned up from top mid.
Yeah, right there, Hysteria doing a nice job controlling top middle. He gets taken out almost immediately though. Now Snipe Down running the flag, but he just tossed that flag out to the vent side portal. We'll see if he can move this out and get through. Instead, he finds Victory X at green, has to stay alive. A nice job from Snipe Down. You want to stay alive in the enemy's base as long as you can to get that vantage point. Oh my goodness, and almost hits the backpack right there jumping. He does get taken out though. Let's see what's going on the agency side.
Yeah, so back over to Hysteria, who's been quite the playmaker here in this matchup at the very least. So he's looking to do it yet again, finding Snipe Down in the base. He's going to be able to get the 4. No, but he does get the kill on Snipe Down, and he is going to have to try and stay alive, but that flag going down yet again. And Fear itself now has the flag jumping over to him. Can he stay alive as he's going to toss it up? That was a smart play though. as Victory looking to actually try and make some moves here.
He's the
right
only
by
player in
blue.
position, but it looks like he's not going to be able to get that touch as that flag is just about to reset, and it looks like that has happened just now. The flag has reset, and Optic is now trying to move that flag as Flamesword gets the pull. If we want to switch over to Flame, he's in the enemy base, has tossed that flag down into the nades, but not sure if his team is in position to support. They're not. Fear itself gets the quick return.
Yep, and Flamesword looking around here, of course. Like you said before, Brav, it's all about staying alive in the base and causing as much problem as possible. Unfortunately, kind of jinxed him on that one as Flame is going to get picked off. And now over to Victory X with the agency. He has the blue flag going through the teleporter. This is going to be huge with 16 minutes, or excuse me, with 1 minute and 19 seconds on the clock. That flag is going to go down.
Yep, that flag is going to go down right there, and Hysteria is able to cap that off with the respawn. Incredible cap there. If you're a fan of competitive Halo, especially competitive Halo 2, you'll recognize that this flag can be tossed pretty far. Teams are taking advantage of that factor and always tossing the flag up into an optimal position, either within reach of your respawning teammates or out of reach of the enemy who's trying to get that flag returned.
This is going to be dangerous territory here for Optic Gaming, though, Brav, as they only have 50 seconds left on the clock to be able to respond with something. We're going to go ahead and jump over with the Captain Flamesword here to see what he's going to be able to do alongside with Ace and the rest of his team. He has to defend that flag. Keep in mind that, you know, Agency, they're not going to stop. They're not going to rest on their laurels just because there's only going to be a couple seconds left on the clock. The flag is currently going to be pulled by Pistola. Is he going to be able to get away with that one? Flamesword, though, trying to stay alive as well as he's going to provide that support. Pistola making his way forward.
He's got the camo as well, but he does get taken out. We'll see if any player is in position to run that flag. I'm looking at Flamesword and Ace as Flamesword's trying to get up there. Let's switch over to Ace. He's trying to get over to that flag right now, and he does get taken out.
Yeah, that's right. Ace is trying to hang out.
Let's see right now, that flag is still right there, and the flag is still in the nades. They're going to try to toss that flag up. Let's see, trying to toss that flag up. Switch over to Snipe down here, as they're going to get the toss up. Flag is up, and they're going to get the flag in with 7 seconds left. Amazing play from Optic there, keeping composure. They tie the game up seconds before sudden death.
Optic Gaming managing to stay alive in game number 1. Brilliant play from Snipe Down. He knew that that was going to happen. He tossed that flag up and was able to put it away despite all that pressure that was coming from the agency. Now we're going into sudden death.
And here we go, Fear itself with the top mid run now. All 4 players, excuse me, of Optic Gaming are down right now. Fear itself has help. He has a full escort. They might be able to bring this back in right away with the counter cap.
Fear itself is on the way. No shields, but he gets it. And that's going to do it for game number 1 as the agency takes it. What a matchup there between these two teams.
Golden Boy, my heart is pounding right there as we saw Snipe Down waiting to receive that flag from the nades.
It was a brilliant play.
Able to run that flag in. Optic Gaming doing so well, but what we saw was they overcommitted to the final flag cap. Right?
Exactly.
They had to get that flag cap. However, they did not put themselves in a good position to come back from that. All 4 members down. The agency immediately knew they could capitalize on that. Right away, they put the top mid run. They ran the flag right back. A nice job from the agency. I also love what I saw. Fear itself and Hysteria pushing back for that flag. There was no way they weren't going to capture that flag.
Yeah, honestly, the agency, they let Optic Gaming play right into it, right? And it was beautifully done, right? Despite the fact that you had Snipe Down and crew actually set up nicely and get ready to go, and they got that cap. Like you said, it was just them being pinned inside of the base there, and that was the ultimate falling apart of that game 1 for Optic Gaming. And even then too, right? It was always just kind of like back and forth, right? They were just throwing things at each other, both teams. And the agency just able to come out on top at that last second. What a matchup there.
I tell you what an incredible game 1. Of course, as I said, the competitive debut of Warlord, we've seen it a little bit this summer as a pre-launch map, but this is the first time we got to see 5 Flag CTF, a legendary game type in competitive Halo, and it certainly did not disappoint. Right there, Optic Gaming, their first match, I think they put up a great fight, but they were kind of always on their heels. So right now, of course, they're only 1 game away from being sent to losers, so we'll see in just a moment if they can rally back and win game 2.
Yep, that's right. It is definitely going to be a good one, guys. You're not going to want to miss it. Game 2 is coming up next. It's going to be Team Slayer on lockdown. Will Optic Gaming be able to answer back and make it 1-1 in the series, forcing a Game 3 King of the Hill on Warlord, or will the agency shock the debut of Optic Gaming and, in essence, maybe crumble the green wall? Find out after this. Welcome back, everyone, as this is the Halo, the Master Chief Collection Launch Invitational presented by ESL. Golden Boy and Bravo here, bringing you the action. Optic Gaming facing off against the agency. The agency coming out strong in game number 1, but it definitely was met with, I definitely would say it was met with a lot of challenge there from Optic Gaming. Despite the agency capitalizing on the end, that game could have gone either way. Yep. And now moving on to Team Slayer on lockdown. Bravo, I mean, you got to highlight, when you're talking about Team Slayer, you got to talk about the guys in Optic Gaming. you have Snipe Down, you have Pistola. I mean, need I say more? You know, I mean, at that point, you have guys who they make double kills and triple kills seem like it's, you know, commonplace.
Right. I mean, what I saw from the last game right there from Optic Gaming was a great start, which is huge, especially in a capture the flag match.
Yeah.
But once again, the agency picking up those 2 flag caps and making it a win. So the agency, you can't count them out in this match either, no matter how, whatever deficit they face. But I got to say, the amount of snipers in this match alone, right? Hysteria, Ninja, Snipe Down. There's some players here who can do some serious damage with the sniper rifle on both sides of the stage. So I'm curious to see which team is going to be able to grab that sniper rifle and you know, really control it. Get that BR tower set up and start to rack up the kills.
Yeah, that's going to be the big one, right? The sniper rifle. I mean, obviously. I've always enjoyed watching Ninja snipe. He, you know, whether it's on his stream in 1v1s or whether it's, you know, at events, he's just always, you know, one to light it up. But then you talk about Snipe Down, right? And that is the agency's focus. Keep the sniper away from him.
Yep.
You know, I mean, like, granted, you know, I feel like any of these guys can pick it up and do work with it, but your main focus needs to be like just making sure he does not get control of that. That's pretty much going to be the story of this matchup. We're getting ready to go here in just a bit, but man, what a game one.
Yeah, that game one was incredible. We couldn't have asked for a better premiere of both Warlock as well as Optic Gaming in terms of intensity in that match. But I got to say, only one match away from being knocked down to the losers bracket is Optic Gaming. Team Slayer typically could go either way. It has a lot to do, you know, with the spawns that happened during the match. So we'll have to see if Optic Gaming can rally back here. Of course, 4 players who can do some damage. But on the agency side, the momentum is in their favor. They're only 1 win away from advancing in the winners bracket.
Yep, that's right. They will move forward, and they will be waiting for the winner of Purple Rain versus Believe the Hype. So that will be coming up in a little bit. But, you know, I think that the agency going into this Team Slayer game, obviously confidence abound because they just, you know, were able to control the ending of that game, right? It was like right in their hands. And Optic, I'm sure that they knew it as well because they all had to drop back. So they can't allow the agency to get that kind of confidence going into this. So this is definitely going to be interesting. These first 10 seconds are going to be the most important. Let's go ahead, hop into the actions. We're going to be kicking things off with Ninja as they're going to try and see if they can stop any kind of pressure coming in through, but it seems like Snipe Down will pick up 1 kill to kick things off, and that's going to be 1-1, and Optic Gaming will get control of the snipe.
Yeah, right now I'm looking at where that sniper rifle did land, as you said. It looks like it is in the hands of Ace, and he has it at the sniper rifle towers. Right now, going to hit down that stalactite, make sure he can deny that, and make sure that doesn't hit his team. He has to make sure his teammates aren't in the way, though, right there. Gets a little bit of hit markers on Flamesword, but gets away with it now. They're down by 1 kill, but as I said, what I need to see from Optic is an early lead. If the agency does get up quickly, I worry about Optic Gaming's momentum and their confidence heading into the latter part of the match.
Yep, that's right. So looking over here to Ace, he's going to try to see if he can get a pick. There's going to be a player BR3, but pressure's going to be coming from S3, Sniper 3, as Ace is going to have to drop back. Look at those nades, though, flying in, and Ace will get cleaned up. So that means the sniper will go down, and it is going to go in the hands of the person we said it shouldn't be if you are an agency fan. That is Snipe Down. This is going to be interesting to see if he can actually pick up a couple kills here. Right now, agency leading 4-3.
Yeah, and now I'm taking a look at the composition of the agency right now. All 4 players at Battle Rifle Tower. We have Ninja at bottom BR, Victory at Library, Fear itself also in the front library, and Hysteria right with them on BR Bridge. So we pretty much have 3 players in the library with the 4th player, Ninja, at bottom BR right now. So Sniper is still in the hands of Snipe Down. He's going to try to get some kills here, and we'll see what they can do. This is a very non-traditional setup, Golden Boy. A team that is losing has the sniper rifle at Snipe Tower. With the team that is winning does not have it at BR Tower. Trying to finish up that kill, but still 4-3. A little bit of a slow start here on Lockout, but that's quite traditional.
Yep, that's right. I mean, Lockout, you are going to get a couple standoffs here. Ninja is going to get picked off. That's going to make things 4-4, and now that push is going to come through. And this is quite a reckless push considering he has a sniper, but he wants to go for a better position over by the lift, which makes sense.
I think that play was all right, too. Trying to just get one angle that could safely drop down. Love that play right there on the agency side right there, making sure they don't get snipes. Always conscious of where the enemy team is. Right now, the agency with the top hits the headshot right there. Amazing kill there. It looks like that player's going to try to grab the sniper rifle, and I think it was Ninja right now. If you want to switch over to him, he's bottom blue right now, tied 6-6. Going to check the elbow, see if any players on Optic Gaming are at Snipe Tower. Taking a look, Ninja trying to jump up and grab this sniper rifle, and he's going to grab it. It's in his hands right now. They are down by 2 right now, but he can do some damage with the sniper rifle, try to get map control, but he's not in position to do so, forced to drop down.
Yeah, and them having to sniper and being trapped at the bottom of the lift is actually really dangerous here. They have to be careful because that pressure could be coming from elbow as well. This is not good.
Let's go ahead and switch over to, let's see who is on that side right
sword.
there.
He's actually making his, oh no, he will get picked off. Back over to Ninja because I want to see what he's going to be able to do with the sniper. Currently at half shields right now, but they are going to have the sniper back over to the snipe tower, but they are going to be down by 3 presently. Actually, that scratch that 4 right now. Ninja missing that snipe just to the left.
And it looks like right there, Optic picking up another kill, adding to their lead as they are now once again at the battle rifle tower setup. Snipe down the only player at top blue right now. All 3 other players of Optic Gaming at the battle rifle tower right now. I want to see, switch over to Ace to just get a peek at what he's thinking about right now. Ace is trying to throw some crafty nades from the bottom. He's hanging out down low and actually gets taken out there. So a nice play from the agency to take down Ace at the bottom of the map. Let's switch over to Ninja back again with the sniper rifle.
Yeah, you always want to see what these players are going to do as they line it up. Ninja's going to get a body shot there, and just trying to make sure that player's not going to push him on the opening. He's going to look for another one, and yet another body shot for Ninja. He hasn't quite found the domes of anyone just yet. This is going to be interesting as he is going to get yet another body shot, but his teammate's going to be there for the cleanup, and that is going to be super important. Hey, you know, if he has someone there for the response, that is perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be a highlight reel every time. Currently, the agency down by 3, and Ninja just waiting to see if people are going to be pushing over from that left BR ramp.
Yeah, right now, Optic Halo still at the BR and blue tower setup. However, Ace is taken out of blue, so no players at blue. And now it's a 1-kill game with Ninja, the sniper rifle, at the snipe tower. As I said, this is very uncommon to see a team doing well with the sniper at the sniper rifle tower rather than the BR tower. But it's working for the agency as he fires that last shot. They're only down by 2, and of course, still very much in this game.
Yeah, Ninja, a bunch of nades flying in, but it seems like Pistola's moving in with the assault rifle, giving him the sauce. He's going to have to back away, but no. He will get cleaned up, and that is going to be Flame Sword.
He's still here, yeah. He's still at the sniper rifle tower trying to hang out and get these kills right now. Finds 2 players, picks up the double kill right there. That's going to be 2. See if he can turn 3 out there himself, and he has a triple.
He gets it. What a play out of Flame Sword, as he is going to tip the odds in their favor, making it 18-12. Optic Gaming looking incredible here. What a play out of Flame.
Amazing stuff there. Pistola leading with the assault rifle charge at S2, setting a diversion. Flame Sword comes in, sweeps in with the triple kill. Now they're up by 8 kills, 20-12.
Yeah, Flame Sword is getting hot. This is dangerous territory because, you know, you talk about Snipe Down, you talk about Pistola, how incredible, even Ace as well, don't want to sell him short. And a lot of people are saying, you know, Flame Sword just needs to play well and let his guys do the slaying, but no, Flame can turn it up at any time. Flame Sword finding another player down at the bottom mid there, he's able to clean him up, and it seems like Ace is going to continue to push up. And look at the players grabbing the assault rifle too. That's definitely interesting and good to see.
Yeah, and that tells me 2 things, Golden Boy. First of all, they're feeling very confident because they can jump across to the top of the map, right? They're feeling confident in those angles. And second of all, they're using top middle as a way to get across the map. Unless you have complete map control, that is not a viable option.
Yeah, but there was going to be some pressure, though, coming out of Ninja or Victory, I believe. No, Hysteria will be hanging out over by Green, but, you know, just wanted to say, like, wait, does that Snipe Down with a sniper?
When Snipe Down has a sniper rifle,
you just got to switch to him right away. You know, I was just saying how they're actually pushing up. They're trying to get aggressive on the snipe tower. Optic Gaming just stopping them every single time, and that's going to be a connection for him. They're taking out Victory X. Snipe Down continuing to linger around. He thought that pressure was going to be coming through. Ninja picks off Pistola. Fear itself takes out Flame.
Oh my, I love that grenade. Bouncing the grenade off of Snipe 2 so that it lands right there. It's almost impossible to track if you're coming from the bottom. That gives them a 7-kill lead right there as he finally gets taken out with the sniper rifle. But if you're an Optic Gaming fan, if you're in the audience here, whether you're watching on Twitch or just a big Optic Gaming fan, we also have Hector Rodriguez, owner of Optic, in the audience, so shout out to him. This is what you wanted to see from Optic, a big start right now, and they're going to be able to maintain this lead. As we said, these are 4 veteran players, so when they have a lead like this, they're not going to make a mistake and lose it right now, but the agency is trying to force it the other way.
Yeah, that's right, and you know, with the sniper in their hand right now, this is it, right? And Ninja's playing really far up, too.
Oh,
that's going to be an assist, though. Hysteria trying to go for that quick shot, but Ninja causing a lot of problems over by BR3, and it seems like Optic not really with any kind of control as they're going to try and force their way up toward S3. Sniper's going to fall at the hands of Hysteria, and that means Snipe Down's going to be right back at it again, folks.
Yeah, right there. I thought it might be a glimmer of hope for the agency squad, but instead, Optic Gaming immediately neutralizes that threat, and almost like it never happened, the sniper rifle's back in the hands of Snipe Down.
Yep, that's right, and 35-27 presently. You got that 8-point lead here for Optic Gaming as Sniped-Down having to drop back from that one. Not really finding much connections there. You know, a lot of body shots this game.
I gotta say, Golden Boy,
Ninja and Snipe.
Yeah, we haven't seen too many impressive sniper headshots right there, as that is a flank coming from the agency side. We'll go ahead and see who that is. And it looks like Hysteria is hanging out Snipe 1 right now. They're down by 7 kills, but certainly not out. We'll see if they can try to turn this around. They've got 7 minutes to do so, so certainly within the realm of possibility.
Yep, that is very true, Bravo. But one thing I have to say about Optic Gaming is, you know, them being able, that triple kill from Flamesword just set the tone right away, man. I mean, I have to say that was some good stuff because it rattled agency, and that was something that they did very well against Optic in that Warlord CTF game. Jumping over to the Captain Flamesword for Optic Gaming as he's going to hang out by Sword.
Yep.
Waiting to see if
And I got to say, right now, this is an interesting spot, Golden Boy. This nook right here where the Sword respawn is has actually a lot more cover and is a lot deeper than it was in the Halo 2 original version. So this actually offers you some different options if you're trying to watch under glass or even go ahead and challenge players at the bottom of the BR.
Now, of course, guys, it wouldn't be an awesome Halo event if we didn't actually have some replays. So we actually have the replay.
I think we'll cut
that
to that
up
after,
in a little bit.
yeah.
We'll cut that in a little bit, but we're going to show you guys that one in a little bit because that was some really cool stuff. But with that being said, though, Flamesword continue to push up as pressure is going to be coming over from BR3, and Flamesword not really finding anyone here because his teammates, man, they're doing work. They're currently up by 10.
Yeah, let's go ahead and switch over to Fear itself. Haven't seen a lot of him this match right now, and about to get him. And Flamesword right now timing his engagement perfectly, hits the 5-shot clean. Now 42-32, still up by 10 kills as he's now doing whatever he wants around this battle rifle tower. They're exercising complete map control.
Yeah, and that was evident right at the midpoint of the game. Flamesword's going to go into an engagement here, and he's not going to be able to win that one against Victory X. And let's see what's going on with Ace. He's finding another player right in front of him. He got stuck in the face. It was a spider. And now Flamesword back again as Optic Gaming looking to close this one out. They only have 8 kills left to do that as well, Bravo.
Yeah, right now, let's go ahead and switch over to Hysteria right now. Picks up that 1 kill and traps the enemy team at blue, but he then gets taken out. We'll go ahead and switch over to Victory, see more of what the agency is up to. They're only down by 5 kills, 43-58, but 2 players there, not looking good for Victory. Let's see what Ninja's up to right now. He has the sniper rifle in hand and potentially can bring this game back for his team.
Yeah, they're only down by 6 presently. Scratch at 7. Never mind, okay, 8. And it just seems to keep going up and up there. Optic Gaming full control there. Only have 4 kills remaining. And
he gets stuck as well. A nice play there. Looks like Ace and Flamesword both attacking the tower. So the Ninja now down by 7. We'll see right now what Optic Gaming is doing to finish this match. Pistola able to pick up a kill now. 49-40, only 1 kill remaining.
Yeah, that's right. And it seems like Sniped-Down was going to try and be that player to go for that final kill. Not going to be the case as Pistola's going to get the melee. And Optic Gaming will take game number 2. We're going to game 3, King of the Hill, Warlord, and my goodness, that was just a game that was, it got really slow in the beginning and then just started to get real crazy. But I gotta say, that triple kill from Flamesword, that was the difference maker.
That's right, that was the game changer, an excellent push there. And like I said, when you see a team pushing across top middle, right, a coordinated push across a very open area of the map, that's a big deal right there. Looking at this triple kill now, Pistola sets the table as Flamesword comes in, picks up 1 kill, picks up the second, and then finds Fear itself, not having the first shot, but cleans it up for a clean triple kill. As we said, that gave them right there, I think it was a 6-kill lead at the time, and it had only been a 3-kill lead up to that point. So amazing stuff from Optic Gaming. As I said, as long as they kick off the match and are able to maintain that lead through about the midpoint, I had a good feeling about that. However, King of the Hill Warlord can go back and forth. What I need to see from Optic is not just a good start, but they need to keep their composure throughout the entire match.
Yeah, that's very true. But the thing that I have to point out, though, is that in that flag game, Optic was very composed. I mean, they knew exactly what they needed to do. It was just that they played, unfortunately, into the hand of the agency.
That's right.
This time around, it was all control, and I kind of had a feeling that this was going to happen because when you look at this team, right, and you hear Team Slayer, you got to toss that over to them, right? You got to give it to them because Team Slayer, that's something that they should be able to take away. I mean, you have Ace, who's always playing the middle, who's always looking to be a playmaker, and now you have Flamesword's kind of playing that role as well. It just allows Sniped-Down and Pistola to do what they do best. Right. So yeah, Team Slayer definitely went to them, but now King of the Hill. This, like you said, right? It's about composure, but beyond that too, if I had to pick right now, I mean, I would say Optic Gaming is definitely, feeling a little bit better because they know that they have that Slayer dominance. But Ninja and the crew at the agency, I think that if they keep that objective play going the way that they have been, they can very easily take this one.
Yeah, and I think there's two angles to that, Golden Boy. First of all, on Warlord, we saw that the agency, had a pretty good grip on map control, and Optic had, I think, little spotlights of areas where they had map control, but not really total map control. On the other hand, we just saw Lockdown, being played pretty well and excellent slaying power from the Optic side. So I think this match really could go either way. And what I think we need to see is Agency needs to keep their composure in terms of the objective, right? Even when that last flag was being ran in and it meant going to sudden death, they didn't panic. They instead killed all 4 enemy members of the team and then ran the flag in.
Yep, that's right, guys. So game number 3, which of course is awesome to have a game 3 at the start of any tournament, is coming up next. Optic Gaming, the agency. It's going down King of the Hill on Warlord. Don't miss it after this. Welcome back, everyone, to the Halo Master Chief Collection Launch Invitational presented by ESL. Golden Boy and Bravo here as we are calling the action for Optic Gaming versus the agency. That is going to be a Game 3 Warlord King of the Hill game. We saw Optic just dominate in that Slayer matchup, but we saw the agency with some real crafty play in the CTF game. Now we're going to an objective game type. We spoke about this before the break. Both players definitely have a tall order in front of them, looking for the slaying prowess of Optic Gaming to definitely shine here. But at the same time, though, I think, the agency, it's like, I feel like it's anyone's ball game, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. What the agency really demonstrated in the first game is that they're aware of what they need to do for the objective games, right? Which is not something even a team that is so dominant in Slayer can always pick up on, right?
Yeah.
These players have been playing together for a long time, especially when you look at players like Fear Itself and Victory. Their communication is top-notch. So I'm excited to see if they can bring that once again in Game 3.
And there you can see the Optic Gaming guys, of course, coached by the U.S. champion Elamite Warrior, who's one of the greats in competitive Halo, and guys getting psyched up too, which is definitely what they're going to need here, because Warlord was not favorable to them in game number 1. So let's go ahead and kick off the action as we're going to be jumping on board with Ninja from the agency, as he's already going to be able to pick off a kill here at the start, and it seems like they get A control right away.
Yeah, right here trying to pick up this kill. Of course, camo is so important on this first hill. It's going to allow you to rack up some time or do a really nice job with the slaying ability. Let's go ahead and see what Pistola is going to do with this camo. Right now, opting to kind of, does jump in the hill. So a nice job there. You kind of have 2 options with the camo. You can really cause havoc and get behind the enemy team, or you can rack up some time, and the enemy won't really be able to easily spot you as you rack up this time. That's what Optic Gaming is up to at first. They're already up by 20 seconds.
Yeah, this is looking great here for Optic. Pistola is going to get hit with multiple nades, and of course, you just paint yourself as a target up there, despite you even being invisible. But now Pistola off the respawn. We'll stick with him because he had a great start there. Snipe down, laying down some cover fire. You saw there on the platform, Pistola getting challenged as he's going to have to back away here, and there's actually going to be a player come from behind as well. Now we're going to be jumping over to B, as it seems as if the agency will get control right away.
Yeah, let's go ahead and see what Hysteria is up to. He is in that hill right now on the red plat hill. We'll see if he can hold this down right now. A nice composition here from the enemy team, as you see 2 side bases. Easily picks up that kill on Snipe Down. Now helping out Ninja as the player might try to lift on his base. And now, not only are they right back in this match, but they are now up by 10 seconds here, now 31-21.
It's actually quite shocking to see how quickly the the flow can change here. And why is that? Like, what is it about Warlord King of the Hill that just kind of allows for these dramatic shifts to happen, in this matchup?
Yeah, I think there's a few factors in play here as the agency now doubles Optic's score. There's a few factors, like I was saying, Golden Boy, that really you can use the portals to get around the map so quickly and flank the enemy team and be very unpredictable in your movement, right? That'll let you shift your entire team's, layout across the entire map within seconds. If a team is able to lock down map control, they can rank up things like 30, 50 seconds at a time. So that's really a big play as well. If you lock down map control and pinch the enemy in the other base, you can rack up some serious time.
And Ninja now going to look around the corner. He knew that there was going to be a player there, able to get the back whack, and that's going to be a kill on Snipe Down. Looking over to Ace here, as he's going to manage to push him off of C, which was very good for them because, like you said before, right? Like, you're able to double on that score really quick, and Ninja being able to apply that pressure early has been good for him. Nade's flying in, but he's going to be able to stay alive as he will make his way by C. Ace is going to be there as well. Snipe Down, not going to happen. That's going to be another kill there for Ninja. Actually, the assist for him, scratch that, but nevertheless, a great run here for the agency as they're up 65-23.
That's right. We're only almost under 3 minutes into the match, and they're already up, like you said, 65-23. Also picking up the camo. Ninja tries to try to stay alive here if he can.
Big.
He does get taken out, though, so that gives Optic Gaming just a little bit of hope to try and get map control once again. Snipe Down now pushing into the flag. The area that Snipe Down and Victory X are both in is an area that is crucial to control on the platform hills. You want to control that area behind the base, as Snipe Down is now going to get taken out as well.
Not much Snipe Down could have done there. Ace looking over at him as he picks off Hysteria, but look at the pressure there as Ace having to back away, and they have those side bases covered, Bravo, and they have D just right underneath Yellow. This is not good. Fear itself able to take him out, and this means that Optic Gaming is just continuing to struggle here, and but they do manage to get control of it. Let's see how long this can last for them, and we'll stick with Ace off the respawn.
Yeah, Ace right now challenging a player top mid. They want to force those players off of top middle as much as possible. Right here, trying to get that player out of the hill. Still needs to push. Look at that agency. Amazing control now, up 80-32. Fear itself and Victory X, longtime teammates right there, rotating that hill time, giving themselves still a very healthy lead, doubling that of their opponent.
Ace barely has any shields here. A nade could come in and wipe him out, but he is going to have his teammates there for coverage, which is good. This could be the opportunity that this team needed to be able to come back into this one, as they're just about to cross the 50-point mark here, and that will mean 30 points for them to catch up, but they have to be quick thinking, because now you have the E point up right here, and Hysteria is trying to make this stop, but Ace with the kill, a steady BR out of him.
That's right, great shots there from Ace. Love what I'm seeing. Somehow stays alive just long enough, but finally gets taken out. But I love what I'm seeing from Ace there. Great steady shots. Let's go ahead and see what is going on the agency side now. Fear itself holding down the portal, and just as quickly as Optic Gaming started to get some time on the clock, the agency answers back now 94-54.
You got to also compliment Hysteria, 52 points that he's managed to accrue, but that's currently going to be 3 down right now, as Optic Gaming is going to get control yet again, and these points are going to be super crucial for them to come back into this matchup, Bravo. Very, very close, but let's see what Fear itself is going to do here. Can he break it? No, as we hop over to Flamesword now, who's, of course, looking to get control over by mid.
Yep, his teammate does get taken out. He unfortunately sees that happen right before his very eyes. Now 96-65, takes out Victory X. A nice job with the top middle control in 6 seconds. That hill will be moving up to top mid, back to A.
Yep, back to A it goes. This is where we saw Optic Gaming able to, you know, really run away with it at the beginning there, thanks to Pistola with some great play with the camo. Now Optic Gaming, you know, fighting, you know, with their backs against the wall. This is it. Man. If they lose, they go down to the losers bracket here, because these are best of 3 matches here. And Hysteria with control.
I mean, I love what Hysteria is doing. Look how aware he is of every single angle, right? When you're top middle in the hill, every single player on the enemy team has the potential to be looking at you, but Hysteria somehow staying alive for now 25 seconds, just jumping and dodging every grenade and shot that is thrown at him. Amazing stuff here from the agency. You also need to compliment his teammates for having great setup around him.
Oh, dude, they're swarming on these guys like spider monkeys, dude. It's insane. Like, everywhere that they go.
Hysteria does not grab that camo. I'm not sure if he didn't see that just yet, or he hasn't backed into it.
Hysteria's missed that like a couple times now.
And I think it's still up, Golden Boy. Looking at all 8 players, I do believe camo is still respawned behind him. We'll see if he finally turns to it. No one has picked that up just yet. The camo's still there, so we'll see if a player is able to pick that up. My goodness.
I'm surprised Towie didn't tell him it was there. That's quite shocking.
Yeah, it's definitely surprising indeed. Hysteria finally does not get that. But regardless of the camo incident, up 150-72. Amazing stuff from the agency. As we said, they may be the stronger objective team out of these 2.
Yeah, that's right. You know, you talk about the slang prowess of Optic Gaming, but based on how they played that flag matchup, it's, you know, they had them just play into their hand, and this is just what you want to see when you have a best of 3 that is mostly objective.
He gets the camo after walking past it a second time. Finally burns the camo.
It's like, I guess this is here.
And now Fear itself maintaining hill control. Optic Gaming really needs to get back in this match. It seems like every time Optic Gaming gets a few seconds, it looks like the agency almost gets double that in response. So right now, score is 156-82. Optic Gaming finally getting some time on the clock. We want to see right here, finally taken out. Now Pistola in the hill. We'll see if he can maintain this. He has a nice angle hiding against this ramp pillar, which will shield him from a lot of the angles which the enemy would be able to engage him from.
Yeah, Pistola, obviously, you know, he's been kind of, you know, playing a hybrid role here, especially in the objective games. He's been going after the objective a lot, and you can tell that he has his eyes set on C, but you can see Victory X there just continuing to hold him off. Pistola finds one player, but he couldn't quite follow through with it as he gets picked off, and we'll stay with him off the respawn to see what he's going to be doing. Hysteria, 99 points on the board. Just some quality play out of him.
Hysteria actually single-handedly beating the entire Optic Gaming squad in terms of time here, 99-96 if we just just look at Hysteria's time. What I'm seeing from Optic Gaming is a lot of composure when they're using these pushes, but I feel that they might actually be waiting too long to push into the enemy's setup. That's what we're seeing. They really like to have a lot of control before they push in, and it looks like the agency is just prepared to play a little bit faster pace.
It's interesting that you noted that, right? Like, for a team that can slay as relentless as them, it almost seems like they're dependent on setting up.
I think they need to be a little bit faster. What I can compare them to right now is the 2008 final boss towards the end of the year when Neighbor and Strongside were on the squad. What we're seeing there is that they were such a great team, but they waited until they had every puzzle piece in place. When you're playing against the top teams in the world, you need to be ready to play on the fly, right? You need to be able to take a few shots, deal a few shots, and constantly be moving forward.
Yeah, that's right. And again, the agency continuing to get control of this. They're about to cross the 200 point threshold here as they manage to do so. So this is not good for Optic Gaming by any means. 203 to 96. Optic hasn't even been able to cross 100 point threshold on their end, and D is back into control of the agency. Let's jump over to Ninja, see what's going on with him.
Right now on our third screen, we're looking over at Ninja in that booth. Constant communication from the agency squad, so I love what I'm seeing on that side. You can bet that they're feeling good here with this massive lead in Game 3, potentially poised to advance into the rest of the winner's bracket.
And the other thing, too, to point out is, you know, Victory was there chasing a kill, but, you know, who was there to pick it up, right? It was Hysteria. Like, just nonstop. Like, they're always having each other's back, and they're very mindful of their objective. So Victory will get taken out, as there's going to be 3 down presently. Victory X is looking to see if his teammates are going to manage to stay alive, but now there's going to be the opportunity for Optic Gaming to be able to come back into this one, perhaps, as Fear itself having to drop away there. Snipe down inside of the zone, trying to get this hill controlled as best as he possibly can. They have to come back into this game. They have to do it now. Yeah,
they have quite a road ahead of them. There is a little bit over 5 minutes left on the clock, so certainly possible, but 230 to 104, that means only 20 points left right there before the agency is able to close it out. But Optic picking up some good time here. But as I said, every time we see a little bit from Optic, it feels like the agency almost doubles what they just accomplished.
Agency could win the game with this hill right here. And I mean, we're going to look at Hysteria because he's been that guy who's just been constantly playing the objective, pressure coming in as he's looking to defend, and he can't quite stay alive though. As Ninja off to respawn, let's see what he's going to do. It's going back over to A Bravo. This could be it for Optic Gaming.
Yeah, and excuse my first call. It's actually a 300 score to win right here, so they actually will not be able to win it in that hill as well, but they'll need...
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, my apologies as well. 300 score to win here on King of the Hill.
Yeah, that's right. So 300 points is why I initially thought it was 250, but Ninja with control alongside Fear itself. We'll just hang with him, who, again, it's just been, like, they're very mindful of what they're doing, like, just their surroundings. Granted, you know, off the respawn, they have to be very cautious about that, you know, where the players are going to be pushing. But for the most part, the agency is on the money here, Brav.
Yeah, the agency just exercising complete map control throughout the entire game, and the scoreboard certainly reflects that now. Just under 4:30 left in the match, 247 to 114. At this point, the agency can be pretty confident in pushing into the hill and essentially just start denying Optic from getting the hill, because they don't really have to worry about how close the score is. Instead, they can just worry about map control and pick up these last 50 seconds that they need to, as they're still beating the enemy team by 100 points.
Look at the way that Fear itself is strafing around that. What a play out of him to get the headshot, and you just gotta give them all the credit in the world. Just being able to hang around there. He had no shield, off the respawn, strafed around the pillars. That's what you want to see if you're an agency fan. Optic Gaming though, Flamesword on the move over by Green Flat. Nade's going to be a little short as he's going to have to run away from this. No shields here for him either. And he's just going to have to play this one slow, but there's going to be a player right in front of him, and that will be unfortunate for Optic's Flamesword as he gets cleaned up.
Yeah, unfortunate timing indeed. Optic was able to get a little bit of hill time there. We'll see if Flamesword can do something off the respawn with his squad now. 3:30 left in the match. With each minute that ticks away, it feels like Optic Gaming not able to add too much to their score, and the agency still hovering around that 260 range.
One thing I will say though, and I got to give credit to Optic about, is that, you know, they probably were listening to your advice, man, innately, because these guys, obviously they can't hear you soundproof booths, but they're not allowing the agency to get as much time as they were in the beginning of the game.
Right.
But I fear that it could be too little too late at this point, because all agency needs to do is just continue to chip away, right? Just, you know, get more ticks, get more points, and little by little they will be able to win this game because they're already so far ahead. and Ninja
Oh my
surviving.
gosh, somehow staying alive. Let's go ahead and see what's going on the Optic side. We haven't seen too much of Pistolo this match. Would love to see what he is up to right now.
Yep, and Pistolo off the respawn as he will, or excuse me, actually hanging out over by C. They do have full control of this, and this could be a point where they can manage to maybe get into the 200-point threshold. They need to right now.
Yeah, and
they don't have a lot of time to work with.
Yeah, what a comeback it would be here from the Optic Gaming squad. We'll see if they can try to rally back here, but of course, the agency dangerously close to taking this first match.
Yep, that's right. So C is up for grabs there with only 14 seconds remaining, which means it's going to be making its way over to D any second now, or actually 9 seconds to be exact. So let's see how agency can close that, or if Optic Gaming is going to be able to answer back. And snipe down, of course, looking over by C, getting that garbage time, but looking at D here as Optic Gaming has to make moves. They have to make something happen right now.
Yeah,
15 points, or no, excuse me, 25 points, and the agency has this.
Yeah, right now the agency kind of playing a little bit slow, and what I wonder is the Optic Gaming squad now starting to click a little bit late in the game, or is the agency getting comfortable with this massive lead that they have, that they're not putting as much pressure on? If I take a look in their player booth, it actually looks like they have toned down the intensity just a bit, so they might just be going for a composed finish here, as they do have such a lead.
Well, I think at this point it is mathematically impossible, though, for Optic Gaming to come back into this one. 275, they have 25 points to gain. So yeah, actually, and they only have about what is that, 80 points to be able to gain on this one. So this is it. It's over. Optic Gaming is going to the losers bracket here at the Launch Invitational. Pretty shocking stuff, considering that this is 3/4 of the PAX Prime champions.
It certainly is, and we also got to say, Hysteria, Fear itself, Ninja, all players who are competing at PAX, right? And they actually failed to beat that EX squad, but the now Optic Gaming squad. So an impressive stuff here from the agency. But anyone looking at these rosters on paper, I don't think they expected to see Optic Gaming in the losers bracket round 1, let alone in the losers bracket.
Yeah, I mean, this was a team that had a dominating performance at PAX Prime. I mean, but you also have to take into account, right? Flame is a great player, but Strongside, he had a great tournament at that event. So Flame did have some big shoes to fill here. Granted, though, on the other side, and this is something you mentioned before this game even started, agency, they like kind of playing at the underdog role, right? Yep. It's like they're thriving off of that. A lot of people were selling them short. I saw a lot of brackets that were done on various community forums, and people were pretty much saying that the agency was going to lose round 1.
Yep. I mean, that was definitely consensus all around, from the Halo community at large. Now only 5 seconds left, and the agency now celebrating in their booth as they now advance further in the winner's bracket. They win our first series of the day.
That's right. Congratulations to the agency. Of course, Optic Gaming will be going down to the losers bracket. They're not out of it just yet. But man, what a matchup there between these two teams. Agency just showing that strength right at the beginning of the matchup. Optic Gaming at the start looked like they had something going on. Yep. They looked like they were really, clicking, and they were able to get like 30 points at the start. And then from there, it was just out of their hands.
Yeah, Optic Gaming right there. You can bet, though, that they're going to have quite a run through the loser bracket. Coming off of a win at the PAX Prime Showdown, there's no way they're going to go down without a fight. We saw a great performance from them in Game 1, losing by that one flag in overtime. In Game 2, an excellent performance. And in Game 3, just failed to get map control throughout the match. So I think what we did see towards the end, them getting a little bit of a rally back, it's starting to click. So I want to see if they're going to be able to continue that through the losers bracket.